So this was the most hectic 24 hours that I've had in a long time. We left the house about 11:30. We went down to meet our friends at 12, got on a bus. 5 minutes later it broke down. We went and walked back to where we first got on the bus. There's too many people waiting. Then the traffic was just horrendous to get there. I don't think we came down to eat after we checked in till about 3:30 because it took us a good 2 hours almost to get there. Then we ate. We got to the stadium around like 6 something, which was fine. It was still super early. We got an Uber, which was a lot easier than I thought. And then the concert was amazing. I can't even say. The songs are on here, but I don't have the music because of copyright. But I put the names of each song. Coming back, it took us, almost 2 hours again to get back to the hotel. We didn't get back till way after midnight, almost 1 o'clock. By the time we were in bed, the buses today, coming back home, were totally fine. We stayed at the DoubleTree in Ealing, which was super. It was perfect it was just what we needed, and it was close by the stadium, wasn't too far away. We had a fantastic time. It was basically the end of the Mister's birthday week, but I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I wanted to take you along because how often does a girl get to go to a concert at Wembley Stadium? So the thing with Wembley Stadium is that it is massive. It's so big. And when we first got there, it was still pretty early. The first opening act was on. Her name was Dylan. We had no idea who she was, but she sounded good. And then there was kind of like a little break. And then the second opening act on, which was Maisie Peters, I think, who's apparently pretty famous, but I'd never heard of her, but she sounded amazing as well. We did actually go in and sit in the wrong seats, like in the wrong row, and then we got even higher up, and it was a bit weird because there's no like railings in front of the seats, and it's just so high, and you just feel a little bit like, wow. Okay, it takes you a minute to kind of adjust to it and to want to actually stand up when you're that high up, but the view was really good. I was actually thinking during the concert that even though the seats were so high and you would think, oh, this would be really rubbish, it was kind of actually really good because the guitar picks down there, like you can see, are all screens. And even though you're seeing him on a screen, like obviously you know he's there and there's all the theatrics and everything. So I think the seats that we have are really good. I don't know what they pay for the standing because we paid £50, and from what I've heard, it's like £50. He only charges £50 for his tickets because he wants it to be affordable and accessible to everyone. I don't know whether that's true or not. Ours were £50. My housemate ended up going Friday night last minute because one of her friends couldn't go, so they sold her the ticket for £40 and she was in the standing section, so I'm guessing they were all being sold for £50. The food is super expensive. The mister got me some sweet popcorn, which I didn't love. Half of it just tasted like plain popcorn, and it was expensive. I ended up giving it to my friend Christina. She had a massive bucket. She's pregnant, she loved it, so I was like, here, have mine. And then we got some nachos, which were okay. We were looking for the candy floss and like the sweets, and we couldn't find any, and we bought a bottle of water, and obviously they're taking the caps off because you know, you can't have anything, like if you buy the cans of beer, it goes into the cups. You can't have anything that can be thrown that could injure anyone, if that makes sense, which is fine. So yeah, I was trying to take videos. It was kind of cool because of the way the weather is at the moment, the seasons are at the moment, that we were basically there for sunset, and we got this amazing sunny section for a little bit, and then we got the nice sunset going through the concert and then into the dark, and then as it got dark everything started to light up and everyone with their phones, and just the graphics and everything that he had was super impressive. And the way he explained it is basically like he had the band at the beginning and then he had the band when he did some of the songs that he did the collaborations on, but it's basically like him in a loop board, which is where he plays a sound, it records, and he plays another sound, it records, and it overlaps, like, and it just loops. So it's basically like a one-man show, and I just find it so impressive that one man can get that many people into a stadium just with him in a loop board. And this section, it took me a second, everyone started screaming and I was like, what the heck? I knew it wasn't his song, but Sam Smith just appeared as like a guest appearance, and they sang Stay With Me, and it was so beautiful. Like you see, everyone had their lights on, everyone was singing. It was just, oh, it was so nice. And Thinking Out Loud was the same. Everyone was jumping around and dancing and just enjoying ourselves. I was just screaming my head off and singing my head off. And this morning, I kind of almost had no voice when I woke up this morning, but then it seemed okay a little bit after I got up and showered and stuff. It seemed okay. Apart from, today I have a headache, but I think this is unrelated to the concert. I've been drinking a lot of water because I kind of felt like I had a hangover this morning. But I literally had one cider yesterday. So I thought that can't be it. I thought maybe I didn't drink enough water yesterday. Anyways, it's fine. It's all under control. But if you ever get the chance to go and see him, he's, like I said, for a one-man show, he's super impressive. And who doesn't love Ed Sheeran? Who doesn't know an Ed Sheeran song? There's like so many things. He's had so many albums, but there's so many songs that you can sing along to. Even if you don't know the words of it, you're like, oh, I've heard that. Like everything is super familiar. But anyway, we had the most amazing time. This was a song, Bad Habits was a song the mister was waiting for the whole concert. He was like, if they don't play it soon, I'm gonna get up and walk out of here. I said, no, they're gonna play it. I said, I bet you they're gonna play it in the encore. It'll be like everyone will go, oh, they didn't play it. And then obviously the stage went down and the stage came back up again. And then it was the first song he played in the encore. So I'm happy we waited. We were going to leave early to try and beat the rush, but so many people were leaving early. And you know what? In a stadium with like 80,000 people, I don't really think it matters what time you left, because we still left with one song left to go, and we ended up with like 1,000 people outside, and it was insane trying to get a bus home. And like I said before, we were stuck on the bus for easy over an hour. But yeah, it was the most amazing night, and I'm glad I got to share it with you guys. So don't forget to subscribe, give it a big thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for I don't know what's coming, but I'll try and give you guys some more amazing things to come. Bye guys.